Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On my channel you will find watch reviews, buying experiences and a lot of content about Dubai and traveling. If you like my content, it would be great if you subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. So guys, in today's episode we go on a luxury watch shopping trip with my friend Ray. Ray is 100% convinced to buy a new luxurious watch and wants to start a great watch collection. As there's probably no better place in the world than Dubai Mall for this, our plan is to check out all the different brands so Ray can pick his favorite watch at the end of the day. As he has done some research before, there are a few models in his mind already, and as a good consultant I also added a few ones that we have to check out. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first store we visit is Rolex. Ray is looking for a datejust 41mm in steel and Jubilee bracelet. He hasn't decided on the bezel yet, so it could be one with white gold or the flat steel one. For the dial, he would like to have a white dial if possible. Here we have the display of steel datejust watches. Unfortunately, there was no 41mm available and the store employees couldn't help with getting one. In two-tone, there are still nearly all 41mm available except for the Wimbledon dial, which seems to be quite tough to get nowadays. So unfortunately, in this Rolex store, nothing of interest for Ray. Close by is the Cartier Store, and Ray already owns a Santos. From the Cartier website, he especially liked the new black dial Santos de Cartier, but also wanted to check out the Pasha de Cartier. The store is definitely very posh. I think this is the first time I'm not feeling comfortable to enter a boutique with flip-flops. So the Cartier Pasha is a 41mm stainless steel watch, has an additional leather strap in the box and comes at around $6,800. The full range of the Pasha watches is available here. The watch feels good in my hands and I heard the design is quite iconic. The open case back is also nice, but in my view the design is way too dressy and I could only imagine wearing this for very glamorous occasions. Next we have the Cartier Santos with the black dial that comes at $7,750 and it also includes a rubber and a leather strap in the box. The watch has a very sporty feeling to it and also feels super light in your hands. You can get various straps for the watch in all kinds of colors and materials also. Overall a nice and sporty watch, but if you hold it in your hands and you see the price, I'm not sure if I would spend so much money for this piece. I think you really have to love it, but if you like the design and if you're looking for something sporty, then this could definitely be the right one. Yeah, and as Ray also already owns a Santos, I'm not sure if I would start the watch collection with an additional Santos then, even though he owns the former version of it and this would be the new one, but still I think you have a better contrast or variety of watches than in the collection. Anyway, I think Ray also likes it, but again also not really convinced about the price tag for this watch. Now we are going to visit a mixed brand store. I told Ray about the new Tudor Royal and also told him we have to check this out. As expected, the blue dial version is not available. And by the way guys, I told you that I ordered one in the last video, which I filmed I think a few weeks ago. Actually there are no news till now about the blue dial, so I haven't received any calls or emails or so about it. So yeah, but anyway, we're checking out the silver dial now, so at least we can get a good feeling. And yeah, I think actually this is a pretty nice watch. It feels pretty good. It's cool that Tudor also has a watch with an integrated bracelet now in their portfolio. And for the price point of around $2,500, you can't go wrong with it, I think. So if you like the design, this is definitely a very nice entry-level piece into the luxury watch market. I have to add again that it's very frustrating for us watch collectors that the cool new pieces like the blue dial are since the launch not available here in Dubai, and yeah, this is just super frustrating for us. And yeah, anyway, I think Ray isn't so much into Tudor, so we're moving on. And he actually really likes the Bell&Ross BR05, which will set him back around $5,300. For me, it's not really my kind of watch. I mean, even though they have the blue dial in stock and it's a hard to get piece, and yeah, probably also trading over retail and so on, so if they would put it in the display, I guess they will sell it really quickly. I am not 100% convinced. I mean, the watch overall feels nice, but I just don't like the logo of Bell&Ross. I don't know, it somehow reminds me of a marketing agency or so, and that kills the design for me. But yeah, anyway, Ray really likes this piece. A last look to the Tudor display watches. And moving on to the Zenith store. As you know, I'm a super big fan of the DeFi watches and can only advise everyone to get a DeFi Classic, either with the blue dial or with the open work dial. That watch is in my view just a bonkers watch, and you can get a mini Royal Oak, which is actually still available at the stores and which also comes at a fraction of the price of the real Royal Oak. Actually, I think Ray is not that into the DeFi, but he likes the open work dial Zenith Chronomaster with the blue dial on the blue alligator leather strap, and this watch would come close to $10,000. Actually a really beautiful watch with an iconic movement inside. So there's not so much to say about it. I think we all know the Zenith Chronomaster, especially due to the movement, which was also used, if I remember correctly, in the Rolex Daytona. And yeah, actually the only thing about this watch to add is probably the very high price point, which is close to, as I said, $10,000. But on the other hand, you could say that this watch feels really close to a high horology piece, and with that movement and the history and the grade of finishing, the price can also be justified. So now we are at Breitling. Ray is actually a fan of the Super Ocean Heritage 57, and even though I tried to convince him before already that this watch would feel a little bit cheap for the price you have to pay, he wanted to check it out. The Heritage 57 comes at around $4,500, and the Rainbow Edition that actually Ray wanted to see is unfortunately now not available anymore. I am still not a big fan of the bracelet and the friction operated bezel, I have to admit. Yeah, I'm not a big fan actually.
The other thing is, people, you have people come and then they just buy watches. I think I spoke a while ago to a lady here and she said that she had one which was reserved for a client. I don't know if it's gone or you still have it.
Yeah, it's gone.
You're gone? The Rainbow is more for, it's a fun watch. It's just, I just like the look of it. I'm a colorful person, so I kind of like it. I like the Rainbow with the blue dial.
Yeah.
The black one was a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But still, I thought it would be nice collection. I could see myself wearing with like just jeans and black t-shirt and this is a little bit, it has a little bit of a formal look. I still like it.
But the store employees have a special edition on brown NATO strap in stock. And guys, I have to say this watch looks really cool. So this one really changed my mind, even though I wasn't a big fan of the Heritage 57 before. If I would buy one watch today, until now, it would probably be this piece. I mean, it perfectly has this surfer look to it. It looks super casual on the NATO strap. The brown dial looks pretty cool. So for a re-edition, I think this is the coolest one. And yeah, for this one, Breitling, you've done a good job. Really cool watch. The boutique, so nice.
This actually, maybe I had my expectations were, it didn't feel too bad. The Breitling watches look nice also. You had any Breitling?
And now we are at another Rolex store. And this time the 41mm white dial is available, but only on the Oyster bracelet and not on the Jubilee. The Jubilee version could be ordered and would be available in approximately 2 months. And before ending the day, we checked another Rolex store for again. And before ending the day, we are now checking another Rolex store if they would have a 41mm datejust on the Jubilee bracelet and in steel available. And actually they found a fluted bezel Jubilee piece with a rhodium dial and diamonds on the dial. But yeah, it seems like Ray is not really into the rhodium dial and would prefer to have that piece with the white dial. So yeah, even though I'm a bigger fan of the rhodium dial, I couldn't convince him. So much already for you as some background information. So these were all the watches we checked out today on our first day of the watch shopping trip. We will continue tomorrow with a few more stores like Panerai and Vacheron, as I think Ray shouldn't miss those. So what do you think for now, guys? Which is your favorite of the watches we showed? Do you have any advices for Ray what he should check out? Let us know in the comments. For the perfect end of the day, we are having dinner at the Gordon Ramsay restaurant called Bread Street. And we both decided to get the burgers. So that's it for now. I hope you liked the video and I would be happy to see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching and bye bye.